welcome back to this episode and stream. We have completed most of the DLCs now. The two missions I still have not completed are the Terramorphous and Appetite of Destruction level 3. We have completed all challenges for areas other than Appetite for Destruction, Jackpot and Sanctuary, and Terramorphous and the Cult of the Vault. But otherwise, I have completed all the other ones. I spent about an hour on the slot machines earlier and spent close to 800,000, maybe $700,000 and got absolutely nothing in return. I think I got like one purple, and that was all. But otherwise, we are done with most of the DLCs. If we come to the achievements, we are at 61 of 75. Maya, level 50, which I'll do before hitting the second playthrough. Defeat Terramorphous, and then these Lilith DLC, 0, Lilith DLC. Have to go back to the Campaign of Carnage at some point to try to get this. It should be only like 2 or 3 away, if that. This one is Salvador. Lilith DLC, Lilith DLC. This I have to defeat Terramorphous to do. And then I have to defeat the Appetite for Destruction battle for this. Lilith DLC and Lilith DLC. There's 3 achievements that I cannot get this playthrough, and that is it. But we are going to start on the Headhunters, and after the Headhunters, we're going to do one run of Digistruck Peak, and then we're going to the Lilith DLC and do that. How are you doing? I'm doing good. So the first DLC we are going to start on is Hallowed Hallow. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking.
Hollow, the only community for Pandora's exiled and retired undead. I'm the town's lookout, TK Baja. Why don't you come on and find me, would you? Just follow the sound of the blind redneck zombie's voice.
Let's just get this out of the way. Yes, most of my merchandise was ripped from the hands of 10 adventurers.
Lately, a real sourpuss named the Pumpkin Kingpin's been hassling the townsfolk. They're so scared these days, they won't even step outside. Why don't you get out there and give them the old 1-2 for me?
Okay. Oh, these things are level 15. Oh.
The Pumpkin Kingpin should be in that clearing on the other side of that gate. Oh, horseradish. The Kingpin must have cast a locking spell on this gate. You're gonna need an enchanted skeleton key. Why don't you dig up some graves and let's find ourselves some enchanted bones, you hear? Dagnabbit. Folks buried there must have been normal type people. We're gonna need the bones of wizards to create a working skeleton key. Keep on looking.
That guy Zero turned a whole bunch.
That looks like an enchanted skeleton right there. Watch, give him a wallop, and you should be a step or two closer to making a skeleton key.
Yeah. Yes. More of
That's
that.
one of the enchanted bones you'll need. Once you find the others and make the key, you'll be able to go toe-to-toe with
I
the
forgot
pumpkin
about the
kingpin
skeleton candy.
himself. Yeehaw! You done found another enchanted grave. Only one more bone piece left, and then you can make yourself a skeleton key.
No, I want gold. Which one is this? Oh. Ah. Yeah, I need.
Hey, you found the last enchanted skeleton. Why don't you drop him quicker than an uncomfortable subject at a family dinner? Alright, now that you got all the enchanted bones, why don't you head to the blacksmith's and forge yourself a skeleton key? While you're there, tell Sully the blacksmith that I said hi.
These DLCs are very quick. No, come on.
You're gonna need the blacksmith's hammer to make the key. Now, where could he be? Sully? Hey, Sully! You got a customer over here? Oh, there he is! Why don't you ask him for his hammer, would you? I'm sure he'll hand. Sounds like you two are done talking, huh? All right. Now, smack those bones together and forge yourself a skeleton key. Now that you got the key, you can find the pumpkin kingpin's lair and make the rivers run orange with pumpkin guts. Kingpin lives, but he ain't here. Must be sleeping underground or something. Oh, I bet if you flooded the area, he'd probably have to come up for air. Go on and head to the windmill. The windmill ain't working, is it? Oh, great horny toads. Must be the scrack nesting up there in the blades. Better clear them all out. I'm sorry. I bet this is frustrating. Those abominations there were made by good old Dr. Zed. Speaking of which, have you seen Zed or Ned lately? What about Ted? Oh, wait. I'm so sorry. We ain't supposed to talk about the Forbidden Brother. My bad. And Scrag tell legends of the creature who kicked him out of the Iridium Blight. Said there was a real big, small, or normal-sized man or woman, and that there was 1 to 4 of them. The legends are pretty vague. Ready for a final showdown with the Pumpkin Kingpin. Whenever you're ready, just head back to the Kingpin's domicile. That windmill powers our hemoglobin pumps. Got a few vampires in town and, well, they make milkshakes out of blood. I had one once. It was all right.
Hold on a second. that's all you needed.
Let's just get this out of the way. Yeah.
Thanks for coming on by as payment for my watchfulness. I asked the town folks for my favorite candy, sugary brain bites. I ain't been able to collect any though since my zombie polio started acting up again. Would you make the rounds for me and maybe bring me back as much brain-flavored candy as you can?
Yeah, there's a secret enemy here that you have to do. You have to find 3 TV sets, destroy 6 pumpkins with red eyes, and then sacrifice some certain items. Okay. This way. Yes, you can hear it click. And that's how you know that it's found. There's a piece of brain candy over here. And then there's something else.
Sweet baby doves! I've been trying to wean myself off actual brains for a while now.
Alright. Oh, there's another pumpkin.
Those candies there sure do the trick, don't they?
Right there. And then there's one more pumpkin all the way up at the end
Why
of
don't you give me
this.
some more, would you?
Oh yeah, that's right. It's up there. Where's this? Brain candy. shield. Oh. Oh my god, I hate myself so much. I have to go and fight the handsome sorcerer's daughter again. That irritates me so much. Alright, you. Alright, cool. I always had a feeling something like that would happen, and I proceeded to do it. Alright. We can throw new on. That works. So, we did that. Alright. And the final TV set is all the way at the end of this. And I believe that there are no challenges for the... Yeah, no. Yeah, so the headhunters have no challenges. That's what I like. Okay. So TV sets are done. TV sets are done. Ooh. And that is the last of the pumpkin heads. We got that red chest.
Sugary brain bites got all the taste of brains without all the hassle of chasing and murdering and looking at your bloody hands screaming, "Oh God, what have I become?" Being the lookout for this town might be boring as sin, but that there candy makes the whole deal worthwhile. Yeehaw!
Alright, so we got all the brain candies out of this area. This church door should be open. so now okay. Come on. No, didn't drop me anything good. I guess his only drop is yeah, his only drop is pyrophobia.
Hey, you nearly got enough sugary brain bites. Got enough candy to keep me on a gray matter sugar high for months. Why don't you come on back?
Welcome, customer. Don't have too much fun.
If anything, I can just wait until the next round to get a slag up.
Yay! Thanks a bunches. Before I eat all
Cool.
these, I'm gonna squish them together into a big lump and pretend it's the brain of
Somebody I don't like. Nah, who am I kidding? There ain't nobody I don't like. They're all delicious.
Alright, that's that one done. Only took about half an hour. Alright, next up is the Water Gobbler, which is the Gulch.
High quality, low prices, and no questions asked.
forgot about the side missions after this.
Hunger for violence extravaganza! Tonight, we're gonna watch the Vault Hunter take on the ravenous Waddle Gobbler!
Mm-hmm. 25 of 35.
But first, I'm interviewing the only tour contestant to survive a showdown with the Gobbler. Oh, looks like we're out of time. We'll be right back
Advanced
after a
physics.
word from our sponsor.
Oh, advanced physics.
Hey, get over here so I can whisper some things to you in secret. Real. The Gobbler fight is rigged. The tour board of directors made the Gobbler unbeatable, so it ate all the contestants and get us a bunch of hits on the Echo Net. But I don't want you to die, because you're cool. And oh crap, I'm not whispering anymore, my bad. You gotta get into the kitchen, kill everybody, and poison. Gobbler's food. Once the poison takes effect, you can kill him. Also, I want him dead so I can eat him. He looks delicious. And we're back. The Vault Hunter's in the kitchen, but today there's a new item on the menu. Murder! Vault Hunter, kill the chefs!
President of the Tour Corporation. You do well to ignore Torg's instructions if you wish to stay alive. With the chefs dead, we can prepare our own meal for the Gobbler! Get to the freezer! Damn, that door's locked! Let me activate my remote lockpicking program! We do not allow contestants in the meat locker. Leave at once. We gotta choose some meat for the Gobbler's meal. Tug on the tastiest looking scat corpses. This is totally gonna get me fired, and I don't care! Keep grabbing that food!
Serve some right!
My mouth is watering! I don't know what you're planning, but I don't like it. Tributes, get the Vault Hunter out of my kitchen! Dignity! Those dudes didn't stand a chance! You almost feel bad for them, but then you start laughing because you were technically acting in self-defense, so screw them! Violence
doesn't solve anything except for all the things it does! Now to grind up the meat! Get to the kitchen! Thor, as president, I demand to know why the hell the Vault Hunter is running around backstage. Just trying to mix things up. Your job is not to mix things up. Your job is to flex your muscles and do air guitar solos, idiot. Words can hurt. Let's get a grindin'. Grind, grinder. Delicious! We're nearly done preparing the gobbler's meal. With the meat prepared, we only need one more ingredient. Deadly poison! Head to the stabber jabber nests. I ran out of explosives, so I'm actually going to open this door remotely without blowing it up. Psych! You know you're following an idiot, yes? Thor created his explosive gun tech, then sold it to us for $12 and a high five. We kept him on purely for PR reasons. But you've both outlived your usefulness. Tribute, kill.
And the crowd goes wild!
When God closes a door, I blow it the up. Make sure to get a slag whipping on the way. Smack the jabber nest to wake them up. All right, now slag the jabber. You gotta slag the jabbers before you kill them.
Tossing grenades!
Kill it before the slag wears off! Tannis told me a single slag jabber gland would be enough to kill a monster the size of a planet! So get a few more!
Grenades! Here you go.
Nearly done. Woo! You got all the glands. Now pop them into the gobbler's dinner and you'll be ready to fight them. Why do you insist on being a moron, Torg? This is why you lost a controlling share of your own company. I knew I should have killed you when I had the chance.
those of you who don't know, when they say you need a slag weapon, if you don't have one, if you just come over here, this will always have a slag weapon.
Buy a gun already! Now add the poison glands to the marination vat.
Those are just small destroyer eyes.
Hit that button to marinate the out of that meal. The meal's almost ready. Let's get cooking. Start the conveyor of cookery. That's it. You've gone off script one too many times, Torg. Today's meal is canceled. Chefs, shut down that oven. We can't stop now. Protect the oven. I swear by my abdominal muscles, I will eat the ravenous world cover. You're all gonna die. Going to be. I want that oven shut down. I want the Vault Hunter dead. And I want Mr. Torg's head on a plate. I got no problem. Look on that. Don't let these chefs near the oven, or they'll switch it off. Quest update. Turn the oven back on. They shut down the oven. Our food is getting cold. Don't let those food snobs destroy our culinary masterpiece. The chefs want to shut off the oven. Stop them from doing so. You're worse than... That's right. Start running. I'm pricking up my buns. Something hungry this way comes. Shakespeare. Come on, baby. Food's done. Go get it. My taste buds are playing with the power of 1,000 nuclear bombs. My mouth is watering so much you could drown a small village in my cheeks. The taste apocalypse is upon us. If you kill that gobbler, Torg, it'll be your last meal. The board of directors and I can guarantee that. It's a fine day, full of opportunity. Don't die. I need your business. You know why we made the gobbler invincible, Torg? So you could kill him. After dozens of failed attempts by other contestants, you were supposed to finally kill it on camera while wielding our most expensive guns. You would have looked like a hero. Why be a hero when you could eat one? You are the dumbest person in the world. I've paid several other contestants to kill you if the gobbler can't, Vault Hunter. You and Torg will pay for your idiocy. Here comes the ravenous Wild Gobbler!
Resident Evil Smasher.
No, you idiotic beast! Don't shoot the gobbler! Shoot the Vault Hunter! The poison sweater! That's sweater! The gobbler is killable! Let the taste apocalypse begin! This is your last chance, Torg. Call this off, or you're out of the company. Whatever, I'll just work for Moxie and blow things up. Pro boner.
I'm a turtle. You can't handle me.
Well, of course.
My grandma's a pretty big fan of yours. Could you go say hi?
Yeah, we're gonna do these because with the mods, it actually adds legendary weapons to the end of the quest. Oh, I guess the raid difficulty, not this one.
Oh man, it's the Vault Hunter! You are awesome! Didn't you fight Terramorphous? I fought a big creature like that once. He was a big whale squid with 100 tentacles. You ever fought anything with tentacles? Oh, of course you have. Terramorphous had tentacles, how silly of me. Now, where was I?
I am so sorry.
All right, the whale creature. His name was Blowhole the Apocalypse. I call him the Apocalypse for short. And he attacked my hometown of Tsunami's Edge when I was but a little girl. You ever been to Tsunami's Edge? Great town, nice beaches, great food, and the cost of living is just so low. Even being a single grandmother and working part-time at a scat meat processing factory, I was still able to provide for little Mr. Torg. We may not have been able to afford the finer things in life, like food, but we got by. After all, Mr. Torg and I didn't have anything but one another after that horrible gas leak blew up the iridium mine, killing my son and his lovely wife. From that day onward, my little Mr. Torg vowed to conquer explosions themselves in an effort to avenge his fallen parents, and... Ah, man, I've forgotten what I was talking about. Where was... Oh, right! The Blowhole the Apocalypse! So anyway, I was wrestling Blowhole to the ground, and I have my bicep curled around his blueberry throat. Blueberry? Sorry, I meant to say blubbery. I've got blueberries on the brain, I guess. I grow them in my backyard. Mr. Torg helped me plant them. Thanks again for that,
Yeah, I'm gonna step away.
I love you, Grandma.
I have the answers to the
Anyway, I
side,
had my bicep
so I'm
around
going
his
to
blubbery throat, and
go
Mr.
do some
Torg
other things,
starts crying
because these
he
two
really
missions
likes
take
whale squid, and
30
he doesn't want to see
minutes.
part one.
They are the princes of the ocean.
So I let the whale go after giving it a punch in the eyeball so he'll remember me, and it swam away into the ocean. And then I had Mr.
Ma,
Torg drive me
those
to the
midgets
ice
aren't gonna
cream
blow their
parlor.
own
He
heads
got
off.
me Rocky Road, because Rocky Road's my favorite. I'm extremely partial to the way the marshmallows act like little landmines of flavor amidst the battleground of chocolate. What's your favorite flavor of ice cream? Is it pistachio? I bet it's pistachio. Oh, that reminds me! You'll never guess who I saw today! Pistachio the Amazing! He's a magician who studied under Crazy Earl, so he's got that weird mustache, you know, but I saw him make a rack hive disappear. A whole rack hive! I said to Mr. Torg, Mr. Torg, wasn't that amazing? And he said, yes, it was, Grandma. Didn't you say that, high five? You remember saying that?
I remember, Grandma.
And we stood in line afterward and got his autograph, and I thought I had it somewhere around here, but it's probably in the attic. I really ought to go up there and clean it out one of these days. I have so many little keepsakes up there. You're paying attention, right? Say, Okay, what's my favorite flavor of ice cream? Oh, so you are listening. How wonderful. You're an even better listener than my old pet rack, Beasto. Beasto was such a sweetie. You ever had a pet rack? If you can tame them, they are the sweetest pet you'll ever have. He used to just sit on my shoulder and bite chunks of flesh out of my neck to pass the time. I still remember the way he used to tweet. He went, tweet, tweet. It was so cute. I had a conversation with him once. I said, Mr. Beasto. He liked being called Mr. Beasto. It made him feel like an aristocrat. I said, Mr. Beasto, you're looking very cute today. And he said, oh, thank you, that's so nice. Or he tweeted in a way that made me know that's how he felt. And then he lowered his little head like he was taking a bow. It was adorable. Beasto was my third pet rack. First I had Woody. He got hit by a train. Then I had Anita. She got shot up trying to take vengeance on the train that killed Woody. And then I found Beasto making little poops on the windmill outside our house. After Mr. Torg and I wrestled her to the ground, I did a flying pile driver off a nearby tower tree. Got him straight in the spine and brought him down. We brought him in and fed him some skag steaks until he decided he loved us. I still miss Beasto sometimes. He just died of old age. Racks don't live much longer than a few years, but I treasured the time we had together. Oh, poor Mr. Torg. When Beasto died, he cried for a week. The kids made fun of him at school, but I told him not to pay them any mind.
Being in touch with your emotions is not a character flaw!
That's right, High Five. Is something wrong? You look confused, Vault Hunter. Oh, you probably haven't heard anyone call Mr. Torg High Five before. The world may know him as Mr. Torg, but the Flexingtons always refer to him using his middle name. It's a Flexington family tradition, after all, to use your grandfather or grandmother's name as your own middle name. And my husband, High Five Flexington, God rest his soul, was the best grandfather Mr. Torg could have asked for before he passed. He taught Mr. Torg dang near everything he knew about firearms. Without High Five's teachings, I don't think the Torg Corporation would exist at all. Gosh, I still remember the first gun Mr. Torg tried to make after his parents died. A Jacobs shotgun with a stick of dynamite attached to the barrel. Torg nearly blew his face off, but he got up, dusted his mustache off, and swore that by the time he reached the age of 11, he would make a gun that fired explosions without killing the operator. And by golly, he did! It took a couple of dozen prototypes before he got the right combination of gun parts and explosives right. But once he did, woo-wee! I'll never forget the plume of smoke that used to be in my neighbor's homestead. They were jerks, though, so it's okay. Gosh, I've been talking your ear off for some time, haven't I? It's so kind of you to listen for this long. I've taken up too much of your time already. Please, don't feel like you have to stick around any longer. As a matter of fact, take this for giving this old woman some company. Woo! You're even more attractive than Mr. Torg. I've got another story for you, but I'd like to tell it to all of your friends at once. An old lady like me has to say it
This should be
twice.
the last one.
Oh, you still want to talk with me? How incredibly sweet of you. Say, you'll never guess who I saw today. Captain Scarlet. She was robbing my retirement home with a few other brigands, and I recognized her from her wanted poster, and I said, oh, hey, you fought the Vault Hunter, didn't you? And she bowed all elegantly and said something like, indeed I did, madam, and said that you were really good at fighting, and that you beat her fair and square. She didn't seem to harbor much of a grudge about it. Nice girl. You should think about meeting up with her again if you're not shacked up with anybody, you know? I mean, of course, you probably are. Gorgeous hunk of a Vault Hunter like you. I bet you're beating away suitors left and right. Look, you're blushing. Oh, I could just eat you up. Mr. Torg was so scared of trying to get a date for such a long time. He used to go to parties in high school and just stand in the back without talking to anybody.
I am an introvert!
I tried to tell him, I said, don't worry about chasing love. If you chase your dreams, then love will follow. See, that's the thing people don't get. You watch Echo films and they're just awful. They teach you that the only way to be with someone is just to pursue them over and over until they decide they like you. In reality, you know when you like someone almost immediately. You can't really convince somebody to fall in love with you. You just look like a stalker. But if you do things that you're interested in, like making guns that explode or killing mercenaries, then people will see that confidence and skill you have and they'll be attracted to it. But there's always a fine line between that kind of confidence and narcissism, you know? There's nothing worse than somebody who wants to be famous. I remember when Mr. Torg first sold his weapons tech to that board of directors, he was pretty egocentric for a while. Taking pictures of himself and posting them to the EchoNet all the time. Trying to hobnob with every celebrity that used his weapons. He came back home one day with a supermodel under each arm and I said, Mr. Torg, what are you doing? You've lost sight of who you are. It's been weeks since you actually created a new gun, I said. And it was true. He'd been more obsessed with being well known for doing something great than with actually doing something great.
It was a dark point in my life.
Thankfully, High Five listened to me and got to work on what would eventually become the Kerblaster. You a fan of the Kerblaster? That was always my favorite. That and the Flacker, which I know a lot of people hate. But there's more to combat than just brute efficiency in this old lady's eyes. Style counts for something. And there's nothing quite like filling the air with tiny little explosions. It's like a fireworks show, except the deaths aren't as sad and unexpected. Actually, that reminds me, now that you're here, I wanted to throw some ideas at you for feedback. I'm a playwright in my spare time, and I'm trying to write a story about an up-and-coming tournament fighter who tries to find love in a gladiatorial arena. And I figure you've got a lot of experience, so your feedback could really be valuable. So the play is called Broken Hearts and Broken Necks. Scene 1. Fade in on an arena, just after a battle. Body parts litter the stage. A lone warrior stands in the middle of the stage, a spotlight illuminating her blood-stained armor. She stands, holding her sword triumphantly aloft. Valkyrie. Is there no warrior who can challenge me? Must I be destined to spend my life as the strongest, the bravest, the most invincible warrior this galaxy has seen? For I am Valkyrie, scourge of the gladiatorial games! Exit Valkyrie, as she shakes her head in despair. From stage left, enter Noda, a janitor with a heavy heart and an even heavier conscience. He begins sweeping the body parts into a bin, which is colored green, and remember that because that's another color that will come back, until melancholy overtakes him. He drops his push broom to the floor and falls to his knees before delivering a heart-wrenching soliloquy. The blood cannot be washed away. Not before and not now. Even as I attempt to escape the past, which haunts me still. Must I live forever as a fraud, sweeping up the trash of others to hide my shame and avoid my pursuers? Must I forever remain on the periphery of joyful combat, ever watchful but never participating? Then, with a clatter of armor, Valkyrie re-enters from stage right. Valkyrie. Good morrow, lowly janitor. I heard a noise and thought it worth investigating. Noda. Oh, great Valkyrie, 'twas nothing but the wails of those souls you released from their bodies tonight. Souls that wail in agony as they fly upward to Valhalla. Valkyrie. Fools! What have they to wail about? Their agonies are over, ended at the point of my sword. Mine, however, have only yet begun. For it is lonely at the top, and an unchallenged life is a boring one. Nodan, aside. If only I were able to tell her my true identity, I would give her a fight she would not soon forget. Back to Valkyrie. Yes, ma'am, boredom is the true tragedy. May you one day find challenge in combat. Stupid. Nodan picks up a giant two-armed bastard sword with almost no effort. Valkyrie, aside. What is this? Exit Nodan, stage left. Valkyrie. What strength this janitor possessed. Who is he to pick up a bastard sword with two fingers? What hidden power does he hold? What secrets does he keep? I will endeavor to uncover his past in the hopes that our swords may cross in battle. Scene 2. The interior of the governor's house. The table is set with myriad teas and biscuits and... Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't even ask you for the feedback on the first scene. Did you like it? Oh, wonderful. I'll continue then. Scene 2. The governess enters from stage left. Governess, I refuse to respond to these absurd accusations. Her husband looks at her quizzically. Governor, and what accusations may those be? Governess, actually, you know what? I don't think I'm ready to get feedback on the play yet. But what about you? What are you up to? Tell Grandma Flexington all about it. I bet you've had some amazing adventures. Mr. Torg told me about the time you all played bunkers and badasses together. He said it was one of the most fun and welcoming experiences of his life.
Standing around.
Grandpa! You're embarrassing me!
Sorry, I do that when I'm bored.
Sorry, sweetie, but really, you and the Vault Hunters are his first real pals. It wasn't easy for Mr. Torg to make friends at school when he had facial hair at age 8, pecs at 8.5, and dead parents by age 9. People found him intimidating. But I told him that he should be thankful for the fact that he looks different. Anyone who wouldn't be friends with you based on appearance wouldn't be a very good friend anyway. But he really does like hanging out with all of you. Most people these days want Torg to pose for pictures or blow something up by flexing at it. It's not often he gets to sit down and play games with people. Oh, speaking of games, did you play Going Back to the House yet? It's a new echo simulation about exploring a log cabin you lived in when you were a kid. There's no violence or anything. You just walk around looking at cereal boxes and remembering people you made out with. I really like where Echo Sims have gone in the past few years, don't you? There seem to be a lot more of them with interesting things to do beyond shooting people, and the writing has gotten so tight and concise. For instance, did you ever play The Samurai's Marker? The whole game's story was delivered through haiku. Did Zero write it or something? No, I'm just joshing. I know you're too busy for that. But oh yeah, I was playing at the end of the pointed gun last night on my Echo Sim player, and wow, is that funny. It's about a guy who punches people and smacks himself in the face with doors. Easily one of the best punch-related comedy sims ever. But oh, I'm really looking forward to this game called Robot Hunter Assault Squadron, which is this big randomized survival game about throwing bottles at trees and accidentally scaring birds. In the demo version, I scared a bird so hard it died. 10 out of 10 in my book. But what kind of things do you do for fun? You play any sports? You look like you might be into some of the more extreme stuff, like spine hurdling or psycho head volleyball. I knew an athlete a lot like you when I was younger. Her name was Nijo, and she was especially gifted at the giblet toss. That's an old pastime we had back when I was younger. Idea was you punch a convict, and then see how far you could make their viscera fly across a big field. You got points based on distance and the size of the viscera. She won the final round of the giblet toss championship by getting a left eyeball to cross the 300-meter mark. They said she was juicing with iridium, but I think they were just angry that she dethroned the reigning champ, misogynistic Jeff. People really liked him for some reason. Hey, what's your favorite food? Mine's burgers, personally. People look at you like you're a pleb or something when you say you like burgers, but just think of all the things you can do with them. You can change out the patty, play around with the toppings, change what sides you have. You ever have a burger with veggie chips? Gosh, I all but forgot forgot about fries for about a year after I discovered the veggie chip combo. And I'm not a vegetarian or anything, but those veggie patties they make on the more upper-class worlds are crazy good. Better than real meat if you cook it right. Mr. Torg tried to be vegetarian once after he saw a fluff bear get run over by a truck. How long did you last again?
12 seconds!
Barely even finished the word vegetarian before he lunged at a skag chew I was holding in my left hand. Nearly lost a finger. Granted, he's always been partial to skag chews or skag bacon. Don't know why, since I always felt like skags tasted like old tires and vomit. But to each his own. Taste is a funny thing. People say your taste buds get more refined as time goes on, but they actually get worse and worse. So when Mr. Torg used to refuse vegetables as a kid, it's because he was actually tasting how awful they were. When we old folks eat vegetables, we're only okay with it because we can't taste all the gross vitamins and stuff. Granted, vitamins are what have kept me going for as long as I've been going. You get enough B12 in your system and you can headbutt a freight train without so much as a bruise. That reminds me, I need to get my pills ready for the rest of the week. I have one of those little metal containers split into different sections for each day. It's really helpful. And the sides are sharp enough that I can use it to ward off burglars if I need to. What else do I have to do this week? Probably head to the bazaar, pick up some frozen spider and flanks. Gotta bring my coat, though, because it gets kind of chilly in the freezer section. What else do I need? Oh, I need Schwartzman's candy drops. Gosh, those are delicious. They're so smooth and sweet. Just thinking about them, I could go for one right now, couldn't you? Do you think you could go find me one?
Almost there.
Your dirty socket stuff won't touch me! Ah! You can still run! You're gonna look good!
That's a Schwartzman candy drop. Grab it for me, will ya? Oh, I can taste it already.
He was angry.
Ah! Oh, wonderful. Bring it back here and I'll finish my story.
You can still run!
Thank you so much! I'll eat this later while sitting by the fireplace telling Mr. Torg stories of days gone by. There's just nothing like a good roaring fireplace, is there? Something healing and safe. Maybe that's why our family likes explosions so much. They're basically just big fireplaces. Every explosion feels just like coming home. Oh, maybe that'd be a good slogan for the Torg Corporation. Don't you think, High Five? Oh, don't be silly. It's a wonderful slogan and you know it. I used to come up with slogans for a living when I was in my teens. I came up with the jingle for Professor Gunsight's Can't Miss Scopes. How'd it go again? Oh, yeah. If you try to shoot but you miss a lot, then give Professor Gunsight Scopes a shot. Ha! And then they played a gunshot sound effect and someone going, ah. It was cute. But gosh, I've been talking for a while now, haven't I? Thanks for bringing your friends to listen to an old woman ramble for a while. I can't tell you how great it is to have somebody new to talk to, especially a vault hunter. Oh, and one more thing. No, actually, that could probably wait. Just something about vaults and the end of the universe. Anyway, here. I always spoil my friends, just like I spoiled my grandson. Enjoy it! Conversation! Ow!
I guess it doesn't actually give you Torgulet. That's weird. But we're done. This DLC is over. We'll be taking... So, what is the next one? Mercenary Day. Okay, this one's a fun one. Alright.
Welcome to my humble shop.
But yeah, we're gonna keep the Evil Smasher for the time being. Just throw it in
Good
our
night,
thing.
then. If you shop anywhere else, I'll have you killed. Next time your place is down.
Alright. Next one is going to be Marcus's Mercenary Shop.
Happy Mercenary Day. I got a job for you.
If you got the money, I'll save
You
all
ever
the
been to Gingerton? Place
Ow.
sucks. Full of laughing and singing. They're good customers, though. And they haven't responded about the shipment of guns I sent them by train. You wanna do me a Mercenary Day favor and check the town out for me?
The wardrobe. Alright.
capsicles aren't singing any Mercenary Day songs now. Still, frozen customers ain't repeat customers. Check out the town furnace, see if something's wrong with it.
Alright. So,
Doll created Mercenary Day as a promotional thing. For one day every year, all mercenary operations were free. Then the idiots of Pandora adopted it as a day of charity and giving and... just vomited in my mouth a little.
alright, so that's gonna be it for this episode. We'll pick right back up with the stream. That's gonna keep going. But I'm gonna stop the episode here. So thank you for coming to watch this video. Like, subscribe, comment if you'd like. It would be appreciated. Otherwise, see you next time and peace out.